To you, my brother.
My brother.
No, Black Panther, you go hide. you say Atiku were planning something.
I know hide. I did do my research.
You say Atiku was planning. Say more.
Yes.
Talk to us. I don't want to talk to us.
Yes. Naija Watch. Thank you very much. I want to thank everybody, Madarita. You're excellent. With an excellent spirit. Thank you very much. I want to thank everybody, Mommy Diaspora. May God bless you, Mommy, and the viewers and the listeners that are listening very well. I want to tell you, I want to say this to Naija Watch. Naija Watch, one thing you should note, I source for information too. And when I source for information, I don't just bring it out. I still go to research on it and see whether it correlates with what I'm thinking, what I'm concluding on a certain issues. I don't just come here and talk on what I don't know, because it's going to be what I saw in the movie or what I saw on the telly on internet that I will speak on. I speak on certain issue and I stand on that ground very thick. And when I am gifted on one thing. Maybe it's God that gave me that thing. If I stand my ground, I stand my ground for a purpose until I see it contradict what I've stood for. I will not shift. I take a long time. So on this case, yes, everybody has said it was a planned work. It was planned, and everything they said, I have spoken it here, but only that I cannot open my mouth to say everything. Nigerians got to sit and read the letters. We got to be critical in our reasoning so that I can be able to articulate whatever somebody is speaking on. I can speak in riddles because they are watching us. And sometimes if I speak, it might lead to the plan of our GAPIO. I don't want to go there. I want to speak something that some of us will go and recite. You don't come out here to say, oh, my Black Panther say this one, that one. Black Panther say no be Atiku get ADC. Some of us just listen. Look, I worked in politics. I played politics before. I rose to the end of being a youth leader. I know them, and I made a conclusion here that look, this Nigerian politician will never change because I've seen their in and out. And I make another submission here. I said, look, this Tinubu you see so. And I brought a video to Nigeria. I said one thing, everyone go and watch that video. It was a video of Pablo Escobar. How he came from the drug world and entered into the politics. And he destroyed politics in Colombia. I told people to go and watch it. And this man will not give up. If you think that this man, what they call him, give up on Peter Obi to take his position, you ain't seen nothing yet. If you know the man called Tinubu, a drug merchant, their minds all over the world are the same. They don't give up. They spend money to persuade you. They spend more money. If you cannot pass, they spend more money. And if you cannot move, and they see that you cannot move, your security will not be granted. Will be a subject that they would look into. That is how they operate. And we have gotten to a position whereby everything, Peter Obi got to be security conscious, no, on 1000%. He knows what I'm saying. And every one of them listening to me, they know what I'm saying. And now, on the issue of the plan, yes, what brought Peter Obi into the coalition? We said it here, that coalition is the best way out. Some of you were saying, no, they have to do. Yes, it is right for Peter Obi to go into that coalition, to know them and see them. But we didn't know. What we didn't know, but we found out lately that Peter Obi has all his own backdoor plan. He had his backdoor plan, and there are two words he spoke to us. If I had got it, I didn't take that word so strong, but I kept it at a level. I didn't take it very strong. There are two words he said, and one word he said has been accomplished. He said, my name will be on the ballot, and he was very confident. You see, it shows on his face, in his face. He said, my name will be on the ballot. He was confident, and he was fidgeting when he was speaking it. Go and watch the video. His face was filled with oil. He was speaking it with fact and full conviction That's to tell you that that man has a back plan for whatever he's doing and is watching them closely. Now, Atiku understood coalition. But in a coalition, you don't go into primaries. I said it here. In a coalition, you go into consensorship. Atiku is one of the founding fathers of ADC. And the former Secretary of State, Nigeria, who was the secretary to, what's his name? Buhari, is also the founding father of ADC. And he was keeping that house for him. We know it. But because of the coalition, wanted to see how they can form that line. Because in politics, you work with the good, the bad, and the ugly. You can't run away from them. That was why we encouraged our Peter Obi to go in there. I wasn't against it. I was only saying that people should talk less on it, on the bad boys. Let us play it. Because we need the bad boys to push it, because Nigerian politics is not normal. Rigging is the part of the game. It's one fundamental part of the game. And if we can push our principal in and he gets the position, then we are free, because the election, all these men you see today, all of them will retire. All of them will retire. And Peter Obi has just made some of them to retire. That is why you see the vexation. All of them they are angry, because if Peter Obi has made all of them irrelevant in the political scene of Nigeria, that is why you see all of them speaking all sorts of rubbish. There was a back plan. It was the secretary to, I forgot whether his name is Lawan, Babaka Shehu Lawan. He was the one that instigated Atiku. Atiku has an ambition, but Atiku brought a sort of a condition on the table. And that condition was to make sure that in the Ibadan stuff, in the Ibadan meeting, they were supposed to make sure that they say, after the agreement, that they say that, oh, they will zone it to the south. But Lawan refused, because Lawan did one thing that caused problem to it. Lawan took there was a position that was also given to the guy that is taking ADC to court. He said whether Buba or Bala, something like the man that took ADC to the court. They promised him that he was supposed to be the chairman, the vice president, vice chairman of Northeast. But Lawan took that from him and took the position, because he's always a kingmaker. In the Nigerian political scene, he has been a kingmaker all his life. He said, I cannot go and contest because I will lose. The position I am now is what I think. He said that during Buhari time. That is why I put my searchlight on him. And he has played the game, and the game is making them, and they will all retire, because Obi has broken their backbone. That was why I was excited. But in my excitement, I am looking at the game plan of Tinubu, because Tinubu is dangerous. If you don't, he cannot give up easily like that. That is why I said one thing. We are two people that are going to vote in this election. One, the international community and Nigerians. Obi have to play two sides. And thank God Obi is playing the game very well. The first thing he has done, he has retired these old politicians. Whether they are angry, don't listen to them. That is what, if you want to fall into the dish, you'll be shouting for help, come and rescue me. That is what they are doing now. Because as Peter Obi moved, he moved at the exact time on Sunday. That was a time that nobody can cough. When he moved, and that was all. Because they cannot move to Peter Obi again, because Nigerian politicians are filled with pride and corruption. And they know that the doors of corruption will be shut. That statement that Peter Obi said, that if the head is not corrupt, my family is not corrupt, there's a chance that 50% of my cabinet will never be corrupt. What he's trying to tell them, that he will give the free hand to judiciary for judiciary to nail every corrupt politician that is caught cheating or looting the money of the state. That is what it means. We have to read the letters. We have to read everything that the man is speaking. And he said two things. I'll paraphrase it because that thing is very strong. He said, if they don't count our vote, we will count them. If they don't count our vote, we count them. Go and understand what that thing means. He has fulfilled the first one. I must be on the ballot. Peter Obi is already on the ballot. And it was not only him that made that possible. We You see that the former Bayelsa State governor, we didn't know that he was preparing it for this thing. Obasanjo has an influence. When Obasanjo said Atiku will never become the president of Nigeria, he meant it. He meant it. Go and connect that dot. Go and connect that dot. He meant it. And he's not going to be the president of Nigeria. Never. And on the issue of what Manarita said, that is suspecting, allegedly, he might be playing a game of, being a representative of some kind of forces from the outside world. Yes. Yes, Manarita. We have a right to look on that aspect, and you are very, 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 you are on a very good path. It's very good for us to look from both sides, because what Nigerian politicians are doing, they never change. I guess Atiku has sent money to lobby in the US, and I heard the information that is traveling down to the US very soon. That is the ball, that is the game. I've said they will never change. They will always look for the assistance of the international world to push the agenda or to be a boy to them so that they can do damage to our economy for them to eat. That is all. Atiku don't mean well for the Nigerian state. He don't have anything to lose. He doesn't have anything. He just going there to gain and give his friends position. That is why you see all of them are shouting. Why don't you ask yourself, how can you see a good man? We have been complaining about corruption, and this man is not corrupt, he's not found wanting. And you see Atiku, that is suspicious, that even his own Oga said that man is very corrupt. And you see people like what's his name, the one that Nigeria is angry at, that we told him that this man is a defect. He immediately moved out of it. Then he became a defect, because we are not politicking. We are in a revolution, a political revolution. Anybody that say contrary to what we have been preaching in Peter Obi, that we have given a mandate to, Peter Obi cannot drop out of any of this election. Neither can he say, I am not contesting again, without the people speaking. So therefore, my people, we got to follow the ladders. What Peter Obi has done, he has retired majority of the politicians. He has retired. A lot of them have ambition to become governor and senator. He has just retired them because they have no platform anymore. Thank you, Nigeria Watch.
Okay, Black Panther, thank you very much for your support.